The O'Reilly Factor is on tonight.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Obama under attack from the left. Is his move to the middle leaving his base behind? Dick Morris will analyze. Hi, I'm John Kasich in for Bill O'Reilly. Thanks for watching us. Well, if you believe the latest Gallup poll, the race is tightening between John McCain and Barack Obama. That's our top story tonight. Today's Gallup daily tracking poll shows Senator John McCain statistically tied with Senator Barack Obama. However, most of the other polls still show Obama with a 5-point lead. Meantime, Obama is under attack from many on the left who don't like his move to the middle. With us now with his expert analysis is political analyst Dick Morris, the author of the #2 ranked New York Times bestseller, Fleeced. Dick, congratulations.
We beat out Scott McClellan. He's #3.
Oh, you're moving up well.
That's right.
It's another big hit. All right, let's talk about the poll. Some show him behind by 5, but the latest Gallup daily tracking says it's about 2.
Well, the important thing is to compare the same poll's data on different days, because if they're making a sampling error, they at least make the same one each day. So what happened was it was a tied race. And then you had the Unity, New Hampshire event, and Obama went out to a 5-point lead. And then Wesley Clark put his foot in it, and now it's a 2-point lead. The important point is all of this is happening with no contribution from John McCain. He is somewhere in the middle of South America. I don't know if anyone has told the good senator that Brazil and Mexico and Colombia don't have any electoral votes, and that I don't know what he's doing there. This campaign is... He's sleepwalking through this race.
Well, Dick, that's the thing that's
he's not being aggressive on anything.
It's been surprising because every day there seems to be a new initiative from Obama. Yesterday it was the faith-based initiative.
Right.
The day, a new ad comes out. Every day there's a new policy statement. And some of it reflects him moving to the right. We haven't heard much from John McCain. Why? Is it maybe because they're waiting?
I don't know. He has an opening right now, today, tonight. And if any of you from the McCain campaign are listening, pay attention. Obama just put an ad on television where he basically takes credit for welfare reform. He said in the Illinois legislature he sponsored a bill to move people from welfare to work. Well, the fact of the matter is that he opposed the Bill Clinton welfare reform bill. I know. I was instrumental in his signing it. But Obama opposed the welfare reform bill when he was a state senator from Illinois.
We're going to get to that ad, Dick. Actually,
McCain needs to jump in tomorrow morning in 18 states where Obama's on with an ad that shows what a lie that is and uses it to rip apart Obama's credibility. Well,
we're going to show that ad in the next segment. I want you to comment on it and take a look at it. Let's talk about Wes Clark for a second, because what you said is Wes Clark stepped in on Obama's progress and kind of blew up the campaign and reversed things a little bit. Tell us about Wes Clark.
That's a blip. That'll be gone in a few days. The Republican Party has an instinct for the cape as opposed to the matador. So they have the cape.
I've noticed it lately.
Reverend Wright, that's a cape. Michelle Obama, that's a cape. Wesley Clark, that's a cape. The matador is Obama. And that's why in this book, Fleeced, we lay out what he'll do to cover illegal immigrants for health insurance. That issue alone could win McCain the election. The tax increases he's going to propose, the weakening of the Patriot Act. And you look at the specifics of what Obama proposes and what he's going to do, and you have enough to defeat this guy, but nobody's doing it. And I think what Obama's doing is just what I used to do when I worked for Clinton. I used Hillary as my cape. I would put Hillary out there and would say, come on, go after her. She thinks that stay-at-home mothers just bake cookies and serve tea. Come on. And the Republican bull every time would charge at Hillary and leave Bill alone. And in the '92 Republican convention, they spent 4 days denouncing Hillary, and they didn't gain a point. And I think that whereas the Wesley Clark thing is giving him a short-term gain, this is the time that Obama is redefining himself, trying to move to the center, and McCain has got to tear him apart.
Has to define him. Let's talk about the left for a second, because I've been reading these blogs about actually Obama moving towards the center on 3 or 4 different things.
Guns, 7 or 8.
Yeah, I mean, and he's making
you have guns,
right.
You have faith-based initiatives.
Right, you got the FISA law, the eavesdropping.
FISA thing. He's
right.
backing away on his Social Security tax increase.
Exactly.
He's moving to the center on everything he can find.
But the people that gave him the rocket fuel to move forward were the left. And you read the blogs today, and it's amazing. They're attacking him, questioning him. None of them are saying they're against him. They're just saying, well, we're just not as enthusiastic. How serious is this problem with the left?
Well, it could get very serious because you have Ralph Nader out there, and he's going to be the true believer on all of this stuff. And it looks like he's getting on the ballot all over the place. And I don't worry much about Bob Barr, the Republican libertarian, because just like Pat Buchanan didn't amount to much in 2000, I don't think Barr will in 08. But Nader cost Gore the election. You got to take him seriously. And if Obama moves too far to the center, he's going to really empower Nader. The key question is going to come when John McCain, if he ever wakes up, turns to Barack Obama and says, okay, you're going to pull out of Iraq. Okay? Let's say the troops are all gone now. All right, what are you going to do if Al-Qaeda takes over? What are you going to do if Iran takes over? What are you going to do if they blow up the oil wells, if they kill 100,000 Iraqis, anyone who is pro-American? And Obama will say, I'll do diplomacy. And then you come back and you say, well, what if it doesn't work? And at that point, he really then has to, in effect, say, I'd go back in. I'd leave that option open. And that means Nader can then run as the only anti-war candidate. Now, there's one other move that is far-fetched, but you can't dismiss it from your mind. Remember I said Hillary is suspended, not ended her campaign? So you're saying that perhaps the left starts hanging Hillary over
circling
slowly overhead, waiting for something to happen downstairs? And you can't discount the possibility that if he moves too quickly to the center and too far, that there might be some rumblings from that quarter.
All right, talking about the Clintons, all right, so there's the big phone call yesterday between Barack Obama and Bill Clinton.
By the way,
you didn't listen in, okay?
Bill Clinton is one of those cakes.
Okay. What do you think they talked about?
I think that what's
you know Bill Clinton as well as anybody. What's going on here?
I think what's happening is the Clintons have a joint political career on the one hand and a joint checking account on the other. And I think for the political career, Hillary is talking about how much she loves Obama because she's got to get well with her African-American and young people base, which got very mad at her for the racially tinged campaign that she ran. Bill Clinton is the stay-at-home mom who's worried about the checkbook, and he's out $11 million. And do you know how many sheiks he has to appease to get $11 million? How many trips he has to make to Dubai to do that?
He's got $100 million, though, Dick.
Well,
right?
We don't know what he's got.
Yeah.
But $11 million is not something to sneeze at.
That's
so
right.
I think what he's doing is he's sulking in his tent until he sees some of those deposit slips from the Obama campaign.
He doesn't also want to be on the outs, though, does he? I mean, Bill Clinton doesn't want to be like yesterday's news. He wants a way to stay relevant, doesn't he? I think he desperately wants that.
He does, but at the moment his focus is on $11 million because after the Democratic convention, Hillary cannot repay herself. It's illegal. At that point, Hillary has to make $11 million new, or Bill has to make it. You can't use campaign contributions after the convention to repay a debt to a candidate. You can pay your vendors, but not the candidate.
All right, you hold on for a moment, Dick. We're going to hold you over and talk about how the candidates will tackle the economy.